come in, no?
97, 98 you can keep.
Yeah.
Dilish. Dilish.
Yes, I have started the YouTube so that they can log into YouTube. I will send the
Exactly.
YouTube link.
Yeah.
Good, good. Keep it in 95 so that our Smita ji and Vinay ji can join.
Yes, yes.
Are they joining on YouTube link? Someone is asking 1,000 is a limit, is it? Dilish. Is this 500 or 1,000?
100 akka.
This is only 100.
Yes. Okay, they'll all join on YouTube. It'll be nice. And they can put the questions on the chat also.
Yeah, we have requested anyway to join on YouTube
Yeah.
link.
I have shared the YouTube link in the chat box also. I
You
have
put
put in the
it,
waiting.
put it even in the waiting room.
Yeah, I have put in the waiting room and both the chat box everywhere.
Chat box don't put, then from the group only they will go to the YouTube. So let them be here.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yes. Smita
Whoever
ji.
is here, let them be on Zoom. Up to 95 you allow.
Smita ji is trying to join. One second, one second.
She can
Yeah,
join.
1 minute. We want
Now
you
she can join.
here. 1 minute. Rekha,
Now she can join. She can now
now
join.
you join. Now you join.
Stop, kindly join.
Okay, okay.
It's again 100.
He opened it for a second for her, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have joined
Join.
Binduji.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Jai Gurudev,
Jai
Jai
Gurudev,
Gurudev.
Smita ji.
Yeah, yeah.
Today by 4:15, 4:20 only people started logging in.
Yes, yes, yes.
So are they going to YouTube, Dilish?
Yes, yes, they are going to do it.
Okay, okay, fine.
Dilish, questions from there, you post it at the end over here, okay? Somehow see how you can manage that.
Yes, yes, I am just opening the YouTube and just checking.
Thanks.
Smita, Binay ji will join now.
Yes, Ramaka.
Sudhirji, we have kept the waiting room, so let the waiting room be there so that Binay bhai, when Binay bhai comes now, we can.
Sure,
make
sure.
him.
Even I'm taking a look at that. हाँ विनय जी. हाँ विनय जी. One second, one second. Dilish, just reduce the number. No, Binay ji is trying to log in.
I will just
Yes,
go out
okay.
and
No,
then
no,
Binay
Akka,
ji
don't
can-
go. Akka, don't go. Hello.
Yeah.
I will ready.
Yeah. Just a moment, huh, Binay ji?
It says this meeting is at its capacity.
No, don't worry. We will.
So I can bring my team, the 2 more people, or it's too
Please,
In-
you can.
You can. We are reduced. Yeah, we are putting the others into the YouTube. Yeah, you bring your two members, right? Yeah. Delish, it's showing 119.
I think Binay Bhai has joined. You can just check once. Binay Bhai.
Vinay ji?
Yeah, Jai Gurudev.
Yeah. Okay,
Jai
yes.
Gurudev. Yes, good. Okay, you could join. And note about your team, Vinay Bhaiya?
Yeah, they also are coming.
Okay, trying
What's
to.
what's their name, Bhaiya?
Prem and Nisha.
Yeah, Prem was in the
Prem and
waiting
Nisha.
room.
Right now to find my contact powder.
Prem and Nisha. No? Right.
Nisha.
She just used it.
Prem got joined. I'm checking for Nisha.
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 There are many are waiting. Many are waiting.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
putting
we will
there.
guide them to join on
Yeah, I'll
YouTube.
guide them to the other one. Can we start, Akka? Vinay ji is here, no?
Yeah, definitely. Check with Vinay ji and then start.
Vinay ji, shall we start?
Yes.
Okay. Dilish, are we?
Yes, you can start. Yeah.
All right.
Start, Bindu, start. Jai
Jai
Gurudev.
Gurudev. Good evening and a very warm welcome to one and all present here. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. On behalf of the Ssrvm Trust, I extend a very, very warm welcome to all the parents who are present here today for this orientation on the Permaculture course. A very warm welcome to our teachers, some principals, directors. A warm welcome to Ramaka into this session. Permaculture as a term is a form of agriculture and is getting more and more popular, isn't it? Yeah. Now, in simple words, permaculture is a form of agriculture that teaches you methods of growing crops, plants, etc., that cause little damage to the environment. Yeah. We at Ssrvm, with the blessings of Gurudev, are so delighted to offer courses through VVMVP Permaculture team from the Art of Living. The courses on permaculture for our students from the grades 8 to 10. And this is being spearheaded by none other than Binay ji from the Art of Living, who has been into permaculture for the past over a decade. Yeah? Just before we get into the details of this, I would just speak a few words about Binay ji. Yeah, Binay ji, I take 2 minutes to just speak a few words. Yeah, Binay Kumarji is an eminent permaculturist and TED Talk speaker. Since 2007, he's been involved in design and implementation of permaculture principles that converted arid and rocky land into a flourishing and fully self-sustaining farm in the Art of Living, Bangalore Ashram. To take Guruji's vision forward, he has educated and inspired thousands of people to work and care for the Mother Earth through his talks and live courses. His YouTube video, Man in the Bus, brilliantly summarizes his passion, which is not limited only to Mother Earth, but also Gau Mata and water conservation. which is integrated with ancient Bharatiya practices and emphasizes on interdependence of ecology and economy as the only way forward for the humanity. Vinayji, on behalf of the Ssrvm Trust, extend a very, very warm welcome to you. Welcome to you, Smitaji, too. Yeah, over to you, Vinayji. We're all waiting to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Jai Gurudev to all in one. My pranam to the elders. Can I just request that if we can comfortably put on the camera so that the speech doesn't go dry. It appears that I'm talking to a wall. Yeah, please put on the camera. It's not some Satyanarayana Bhagwan ki puja that where you come and attend karke fir nikal lete hain. Aisa nahi hai. So please put on the camera. Yeah, it's a conversation. So I just want your intensity, whether you as a parent are here or kids. Wow, lovely.
Thank you so much, parents.
Good. So thanks for having me here. Usually, I get late if I have to go somewhere on time because I'll be in the farm. And from there, suddenly someone reminds me that, Bhaiya, you have a meeting now. And then I run from there 10, 15 minutes and like that. But when I'm in the farm, I tell you, it's a different world. No, you tend to forget, you can't but forget the whole world. What is in front of you is just the greenery and mountain and trees and all that. Anyways, so why are we here is that you would have got an emailer or some message that there is a talk on permaculture, and it's a good thing. People are, especially our kids, the new generation, should be knowing about it. What I am of an opinion is, before we get into anything, that two things needed to be known for that particular work. One is that why should I do this? And second is how exactly do I do it? And I always quote an example that if you as a parent have to buy a mobile for your teenage boy or girl, the things which needs to be discussed, that why is a mobile at this age or at this time. Once that is confirmed, buying a mobile is not a big deal. You agree with me? Yeah. So here, when I say that permaculture, it appears like an English terminology and something from moon has come on this planet and some big thing happens. Let me focus majorly on why is that I should, or I should be offering you this, and why as a parent or a student you should be coming for this. Permaculture is a combination of two words, permanent and agriculture. Okay, or permanent and culture. Look at the world today. Apart from the politics that goes on, the war that goes on, what is very scary is the ecological disturbances, the imbalance in ecology. We are facing the extremes of everything, isn't it? Extremes of temperature, extremes of rain, extremes of everything. But somewhere we find ourselves helpless because we don't have the population who is skilled enough to handle this kind of catastrophic, devastating situations. Though it's man-made thing, but we become kind of paralyzed. We have trained ourselves and our kids in money-making machine. We as a parent, and we are just good at earning money, and the same thing is being passed on as a legacy to the kids. You become a money-making machine, will buy everything in the world, my dear son, my dear daughter, don't worry for anything. By doing so, you know what has happened? 98%, listen it carefully, and cross-check it in Google if you don't believe. 98% of the native variety of vegetable seeds have got extinct from this planet. Someone says 96, someone says 95, but in no case it is less than 95%. So, in a way, we have lost the native variety of vegetable seeds. We were blessed with 1.5 lakh varieties of rice. But now we are left with 1,400 documented. I know of my friend, he's a grower in Mandya, he has 600 variety of rice. Okay, so just calculate the loss. Water, rainwater is too much, but drinking water is always a problem all over the globe. The science that our kids are studying today does tell them that, look, the rainwater is the purest form of water. But you also know, and I also know, that when our kids grow up, they will not be looking upward for the water. They will look down for the water. Down means underground water. Hand pump came. Before hand pump came, we were done with the wells and ponds. The hand pump goes dry, then we got borewells. That also is failing. Every 6 years, one borewell fails. I mean, every borewell fails in this country. Every year, a borewell fails in Karnataka. Then we got submersible pump. What after this? And how deep? We have touched more than 3,000 feet in Karnataka, in Kolar and all other places, even Bangalore only, Bansankari. But it doesn't give headache as long as we have proximity of the water availability horizontally. On the some water vendor is available horizontally. We don't mind how deep vertically has gone down. I mean the water level. Are you in agreement with me? This also doesn't give the headache that just last week the quantity of rain that we received in 2 consecutive nights, maybe whole night or 4 or 5 hours, it was much, much more than the quantity of water that was received in last 2-3 months. Doesn't give headache. Boulders weighing tons got washed away. TRS dam breached for the first time in its life. Mysore-Bangalore highway was blocked by government that it is non-motorable now, it's submerged. We just laugh at our engineers and policymakers. But seldom we feel that this is the future we are giving to our, we are passing it on as a legacy to our kids. Why am I talking all this? We'll reveal it little later. Look at other pollution related things. We are inventing, different things. We are like, bullock cart and horse riding was like, very slow. So we came into some speed, then diesel came, then petrol came, then 2G came, 3G came, 5G, AG, OG, low G, suno G, क्या करेंगे अभी? How fast, कितना fast जाओगे? And by doing all this industrialization, mechanization and everything, the off factor, the air, water and earth, out of 5 elements, these 3 elements have gone badly down in terms of quality. Raise your hand if you are not in agreement with me. Okay, raise your hand if you are in agreement with me. Yeah? The off factor, the fertility of the earth, purity of water and freshness of air is no more awesome. The off factor is no more awesome. And look at from a telescopic view on a global level what's happening. Every government has millions of dollars as a fund available in terms of ecological programs, sustainability. But minimal, as much as 7% of Indian money, I mean, as a country, we are able to use that what the fund we receive on the global scale. United Nations jo deta na paisa, uska hardly 7% we are able to use. That was the last year data. One IFS officer from Maharashtra told me just a month back here in Ashram. Because we are lacking the skilled people. There is a lot of opportunity, a lot of money, everything over there. And there is a lot of importance to it, because only when you had breakfast in morning, and I hope that you have finished your lunch, only then you and me are here and sitting. And basis this food in the tummy, we plan for the Monday. Otherwise, no circus in the world will go on. Yes or no? Yeah? Now look at the, from our kids, what do we expect? We expect, as I said, they will become a money-making machine. Ye paap nahi hai. Karna padega unko. They have to perform. It's because it's a competitive world. Less than 95-97% is not expected, not accepted also. Isn't it? For us, it was first division, second division, third division, and pass. 33% was pass. And distinction was like a real rare thing. But for them, everything we have deleted in one generation, we have raised the bar 99%, 98%. Lot of stress is being accumulated in the brains and nerves of our students and in the corporate workers. I also was there for a decade running behind the machine called computer, playing with that. Almost 10 years. Okay, lot of stress. Why? It's a very competitive world. Then after the education, what is needed over there is the employment. You know, I was a guest speaker at the head office of AICTE, and they gave me the data. The directors gave the data. I just hope that we all know what is AICTE. You know, it's those who govern the engineering college all over India under the Ministry of Education and HR and all that. You know, All India Council of Technical Institution or something like that. They said 45 to 55% of students, those who pass as an engineer, they don't get job every year. It's only about engineering. There are many wings of education. BA, BCA, BCom, MCA, I don't know, commerce, arts, science, lot of things. Millions of our kids are not getting the job or not able to start their own business. What will they do? This green world, the sustainability has a lot of opportunity, lot of money, lot of skill set needed. Yeah. So why I am telling all this is the world is getting into a lot of problems. Lot of problems. Not that there is a war or there is, you know, all these political issues. That will be there. But apart from that, the ecology is in a mess. Lot of money will not buy everything. पैसे से सब कुछ नहीं आता, बहुत कुछ आता है. Yes, no? और वो बहुत कुछ और सब कुछ के बीच में what we miss is the धरती की उत्पादक शक्ति, हवा की शुद्धता, पानी का शुद्धता, ये सब नहीं मिलता. With money you can buy health insurance, not the health. With money you can buy food poisoning, not the food. Do you agree with me? Yeah. This curriculum that we have designed is having all the attention in a microscopic view, that if our kids have to grow up as a solution provider, they should not be a walking machine like a problem creators. Throw the garbage, throw the juta, throw this, throw that, and just, surrounded by technology and everything. If they have to be a solution provider, this curriculum empowers them with that awareness that look what is more important. How do you maintain the fertility of the earth? The existence of this planet, including every creature, is basis the fertility in the earth. Yes, no? The day the fertility is gone, we will not be able to survive. And you will be shocked to know, though I am not here to depress you with all this negative data, but the data says that 60 to 90 crops more we can take from this earth. After that, this earth will become dirt. Is this the future we are going to give to our kids? Certainly not, right? So this program of permaculture has come out with an experience of 10 years of working over there, greening a mountain of 6 acres of land where you cannot dig a borewell. That is neither the option nor the desire. You cannot run a tractor that I call Permaculture because there is no availability of soil. It's all 40 degree of multi-dimensional slope. And today when you come to our farm, many of you would have definitely come there. You cannot roam around alone. You will be scared because such dense jungle now. So when the greenery can grow on a mountain, on a multi-dimensional slope, why the hell are we suffering and getting tired? Lot of research paper, this and that, to grow something on a flat land. Why? This program helps the kids to learn the art of survival. How to grow the food. How to keep the ecology at check. Because our definition of permaculture in art of living is bringing the ecology and agriculture together. Whatever ecological waste, Bangalore का एक data है, the residential areas are creating more waste than industrial areas. Are you aware? And the elite society creates a kg of waste per day. The tribals create negligible waste per day. More money, more waste. We have, we come out with a piece of plastic from home and we get in home with some more piece of plastic at home. Lot of shoes and chappals. Who is looking at your feet? Who is looking what you are wearing? For more than 2 years, I walk bare feet. The police is yet to catch me. Okay? No one cares. Who cares about your shoes and chappals is the earth, which was called Mother Earth. The earth is suffocating by grasping all your broken shoes and chappals, which will take more than 1,000 years to decompose. And we have dozens of it outside our home, isn't it? Our kids, this curriculum provides a bird eye view. Where and all you create problem and what is the practical solution? We empower them with the growing aspect of life. They can grow irrespective of the terrain or space or soil or no soil. If they cannot grow, not everyone can grow. That might not be the cup of the tea for everyone, but we do not stop eating. What to buy, where to buy, and when to buy. For example, whatever vegetable was cooked today in your kitchen, was it as per the season? Suppose there is cabbage or cauliflower or bhindi or something, brinjal was there. Is the right season? This the right season for that particular vegetable cooked at home? If no, then who will tell you all this? Why is that we don't go to Google and ask all these informative things which is really worth knowing? This curriculum gives you that aspect also. And who doesn't know that the green activity is the best stress buster today? As I said, our kids are overburdened with the peer pressure. More than that, the parents' pressure. In Madhya Pradesh, in 2019, the first 4 hours after the 10th result was declared, 14 kids jumped from the roof and none of them had scored less than 95%. Whose pressure, whose mistake? This a bit of green activity with bare feet and bare hands brings down your stress. So this is not an extra burden on you. You already have 20, 30, 40 kg of books to finish, to gulp everything and go and write it in the exam. You are already loaded. This curriculum brings down the stress. And what it brings up is the level of IQ. It's there was a paper published by some scientific association that 20 minutes of green activity brings up the IQ level by 20-25%. Imagine a child who is low in IQ in today's world. Is he fit to survive? It's survival of the fittest, my dear. They are getting into the ultra competitive world. Yes, no? They have to know literally everything. Okay, so this course brings down the stress and brings up the IQ. What more you want? Rest everything you can buy. You can buy a better tutor, you can go to a better school, you can go to anywhere, but you have to sit and read as a student and study. Yeah, this is decreasing the burden, taking it away. And getting a farmer out of you. Farmer is the most creative person on this planet, I tell you. Just because he's creative, you and me are having food today. Okay? So it deals with stress buster thing. It brings up the IQ. I am just repeating so that it registers in your mind. It creates a lot of employment opportunities. And this is a certificate course. Don't forget that. It's a certificate course. The name is Dhara Pushti. The Gurudev's sister, our beloved Bhanuma, she blessed us with the name for this project called Dhara Pushti. Dhara is Prithvi, the earth, and Pushti is the nourishment. Something which needs nourishment today is the earth. Just because earth is not nourished, our kids also are physically weaker. The fertility and the power in the earth is equally directly related to the that physical power and mental sharpness. Because we eat, we become what we eat. And because we have forgotten that Annanam Narayan, we throw a lot of jhutha outside. You know, as a country, jo hum jhutha fenkte hain na roz ka, it is equal to the quantity that Britain consumes in a day. वो एक दिन में हम इतना भारत में जूठा फेंकते हैं. I was just sharing yesterday that 73% of the waste coming out from Bombay is the food waste. But our ancestors, for time immemorial, they said, Annanam Narayan, the grain is the first visible God. And once you treat the Anna as God, your food becomes prasad. And you know, you remember how we take the prasad? We take like this and do like this. That means no jhutha. This program enables you in those time-tested techniques of survival. How do you bring sensitivity in everything, every natural resource? Remember, we have worshipped the mountain, we have worshipped the earth, we have worshipped the water, we worship the tree, we worship the cow, we really worship everything. But that sensitivity is fading away slowly. I hope you will again raise the hand when I say this, right? Isn't it fading in your generation? Maybe not in the Ssrvm kids, but when you look outside, it's fading. This program brings all that. You know, I'm a farmer professionally. I have the background of corporate, but that is a deleted part of my life. I was in sun, now I'm in shade. And I'm not good at writing and all that documentation. A lot of people from your principal's team and Ssrvm and our volunteer team, they are here. They helped me to design the curriculum in 30 odd or around 40 classes, around 2 years, across 2 years. And they made it a fun, I tell you. It comes under NEP, it comes under all those central government projects which the central government wants to be, for our ICSE and CBSE curriculum and all that. Everything is taken care of, the technical aspect, but why is that you should do it? Because our kids should walk as a solution giver. That is what I had to say. No, I don't know whether I was able to give a proper talk based on some PPT, something like that. I'm not good at all that. I just talk what I experienced in the farm. The earth teaches you. On the 5th, the day after tomorrow is the Teacher's Day. Nature is the best teacher. We have a webinar, and I learned from the earth over there. I learned how to grow on the mountains, on the rocks. I learned how to not to use plastic and live with that. How to refuse, how to reuse, how to recycle, how to collect the rainwater. This much of devastating rain, and our farm could not lose even a blade of grass. Because water is controlled over there. It's allowed to go under the ground, so that when you put a pipe, you get water from the ground. All these learnings in that curriculum that we have designed comes from that experience-based. This will be experience-based teaching. Overall, Art of Living, what it teaches, Gurudev has made it's all experience-based teaching. You do something, you practice, you enjoy it, you will continue, and you continue. This is what I had to say, and thank you for all your patient listening, and the session is not yet over. Over to you, Bindu ma'am, Smita Didi, anyone? Open the session.
Over to Smita ji, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramaka. 1 minute.
You have to unmute.
Are you there, Smita ji?
Maybe she is not able to.
Unmute.
Unmute yourself.
She can't. Dilish.
Yeah. Now I have unmuted. Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for all the presence of all the parents and the teachers and the students who have joined us. And I feel overwhelmed every time I listen to Vinay ji. The kind of program that we have designed, this Dhara Pushti, nourishment of the Mother Earth. This is once, I think, it should have been told to us when we were also small. when we were 13, 14 years old, we would have looked at food in a very different manner. We would have appreciated and understood and taken care of our health in a totally different manner. Last 2 years has proven to us how vulnerable we are. In the COVID-stricken years, we have understood that immunity was everything, and everyone was like rushing here and there on how to take care of ourselves, what to eat, what not to eat, and we became so vulnerable to the entire process. And this was a really an eye-opener when this course came into conceptualization and creating a curriculum for that. There can be no much more competent than Vinay Bhaiya to create this curriculum, and he himself will be taking all these for
Smitaji, we are losing you.
Yeah, we are not able to hear her. So Bindu, you can continue.
Yeah. So as Smitaji was saying, Vinayji would be taking the course. Yeah, continue,
Yeah.
Smitaji.
I'm so sorry. So Vinay Bhaiya himself will be conducting the course for us, and that will be the best fortune. He'll be there for all the classes where the children will be learning directly from him. And as Bhaiya was already telling that it is a zero investment project. You will learn to grow things from nothing, from what is there in your house. Okay. And the children feel more confident. And as he was telling that it falls under the NEP guidelines given by the CBSE curriculum also. This comes under the skill development program. So that is our main, one of the things that we want our children, that by 16 years, 18 years of age, they develop such a skill. And this is a life skill, according to me. If we are not where we are able to understand, not only understand, grow our own food, this becomes as a life skill, not just a skill development program. And it will be a certified course. It will be conducted online by Vinay Bhaiya under the guidance of one of the teachers from the Ssrvm schools who have been registered with us. So the program does not require you to have like a large garden or a farm or something. It's right from your balcony, a few pots, and you are good to go. We are here understanding the concept and the technique. The concept and the technique can be used on a small scale level or on a large scale level. Okay, but creating this awareness, that will be the main focus of the program. And it will continue for almost 1.5 years with a practical hands-on training. And as we go forward in this, we will be even inviting the children to agriculture farms where they can have a first-hand experience on growing the food. So this is the entire thing of how, if there are any questions at this time, I think Vinay Bhaiya will be very happy to take them.
Dilish, can they unmute? Can the parents unmute themselves?
And we will
Yes,
also
all
be
are
sending a
unmuted.
mail, Binduji, you can say. We'll also be sending a mail about the classes duration, fee structure, everything. Yes.
A
we have asked the
detailed
same.
mail will go to every school. Yeah.
Yes, detailed mail.
And a registration form, a link will be sent to you where you can register for the course. So it will be an online course which will be conducted one class every 2 weeks. So it is not going to, because we'll have to wait for the plant to grow, get the roots. Okay. And it is a practical project. It is not like something that you only listen to and it is just on the, in a book or in a text. It is something which the children will be actually doing it. Any benefits? There is a chat message.
Yeah. Any benefit in final scores?
And what is the duration of the course?
The duration of the course, it will be spread over 1.5 years. So it will continue that way. Benefit of the for scores of the school, definitely in our school it will be considered for the internal assessment, and it will be a part of the art integrated project also. Okay, so it will come in the science, and it will depend how it will benefit for the scores in the school. You can even take it up with your own principal, but in our school it will be considered as a part of the internal assessment. Printed material will provide. Last day of the registration, the link will be sent across. In that we will send you all the details. The course will start from Vijayadashmi day. So that will be the first. Before that we will finish the registrations. What about
open to parents as well?
What about course is
Printed
for
material.
students? No, the course is only for the students, because the students will be getting a certificate of participation, completion, and excellence in completing the course. This will be used by the student. All the children completing the course will get an incentive for if you want to apply in our Ssrvm University also. So this completion of this course, these candidates, these students will be considered. The parents can be along with the students and help them and guide them. But the student is the main person who will have to do the course. Part of the internal.
Jai Gurudev, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, Ssrvm, yes.
Jai Gurudev, ma'am. If it is kept as a part of the internal assessment for all the schools of Ssrvm or Ssrvm, then it will be fine enough to bring all the students under one umbrella. Okay.
Yeah, we will talk about it in our academic council, and we will let you know about the details of that.
We will discuss and get back to you.
We will discuss about it and get back to you regarding how we will be treating this for scoring. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So nice of you. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
When is the course? Can you please repeat? The course will be an online course spread over 1.5 years. It will be conducted in 40 to 50 classes, online classes, which will be conducted by Vinay Bhaiya, which will be 1 hour. It will be conducted bi-weekly, once in 2 weeks. So it will be a theory and a practical class. It will be having a platform where the child will be submitting the assignments which have been told during the course. And there will be a teacher in charge of, from the school side, one teacher who will be coordinating with the permaculture team and seeing that the assignments are completed. And the child will be graded as participation, completion, and excellence in the course. Okay. So, and there will be a small assessment also, whether the child has understood the course or no. So that even we know that the child is ready with this knowledge of the course. For the parents who are asking, parents have a separate course. So that is happening every month. We are doing 2 times, bi-monthly, twice a month courses are happening. For the parents, they can join those permaculture courses. Where do we get the details? The details have been sent to the schools in the form of a circular. The circular will again come back to you, and it will have the details along with the registration form. So mainly this meeting was organized for more of an orientation so that you understand what the course is going to be about. Will the recordings be sent to us? We will be using the platform of Google Classroom. So if the child would have missed any class or something like that, on request, those recordings will be sent to the child, which will be available for some time. But it is important that the child be there in the class and not miss the class, because then it is a collective, and that is why it is a class. we are together. But the recordings of all the classrooms will be maintained by us and will be given on request to the child. Fees, the circular for the fees will be sent. I think, Ramaka, would you want to
Yes, no,
clarify on the fees?
we will send a mail. We will send a mail.
Yeah, we will send the mail to individual schools regarding the fee structure. It will come to you in another couple of days. Anything else? Anything else, Ramaka, that you feel we need to clarify upon?
No, I think many questions are answered well, and then everything is clear right now. And we will also send a detailed mail to the parents for them to get registered.
Yeah. I am also a principal of another school, and I would actually urge all the parents and the students to be a part of this unique program. I have done my permaculture course with Binay Bhaiya. Understanding and the awareness of the food that we are eating that cannot be compromised at any stage in our life. The younger we are, the more better it is that we have this thing with awareness. And this is what the course will be providing. So that will be my earnest request to everyone.
Yes. Over to Binduji.
Sadanand is asking something.
Hasraji.
Hasraji.
Oh, okay, Hasraji.
I'm using the phone of Sadanand.
Okay.
What I want to say that is, if we involve our teachers also to take part in this program, it will be better. Because our teachers have sometimes, we have seen that teachers have the less idea about these things. Until unless they will go for this hands-on practice, they will not be able to explain these things to the students, and they will not be able to know the importance of these things.
Okay,
so if we involve our teachers also, if we involve all the teachers also to take part in this program, it will be very good, I think so.
Okay, Sadanand, we have requested all the schools to send a representative teacher from their school. And so there will be a separate 3-day, an orientation conducted only for the teachers who will be handling those school children. And they will be given guidelines and training on what we are expecting and how they have to handle the students of their school. And they will be reporting directly to Binay Bhaiya and his team. Okay, and then they will form a link between the permaculture team and the students of the individual schools. So when every school will send their representative teacher who will be in charge of this thing, there will be a separate orientation which will be conducted for them.
Okay, very nice. I think so.
The schools will receive a mail, detailed mail. How are we going to function?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the YouTube, Smitaji, somebody has asked, course will be delivered offline in the school. So it's no, right? It's an online course, right?
It will be an online course. Yeah. It will be an online course, and we will be using the Google Classroom as a platform for submission of all the assignments.
All right. The other questions on the YouTube are answered actually on fees and internal marks and all that. Yeah. All right. Okay, shall we wind up?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah?
Over to you, Bindu, please.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Binayji, for that wonderful session, for so much of insights given to our parents on the course and a lot of things on the permaculture itself. Thank you very much, Smitaji, also for sharing all your thoughts and inputs and encouraging our parents to enroll their students. A big thank you to all the parents who have taken time on a Saturday evening and joined this session. It means a lot to us because this is such an important course which we want all our children to benefit from. So with a belief that all of you will register your children to the course, and wishing you all a very warm weekend, we take leave and thank you so much. Thanks to the teachers as well.
Thank you so much.
Jai Gurudev, ma'am.
Jai Gurudev. Thanks to principals.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you so much.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramaka.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Thanks to your team as well. Thanks, Dilesh, for everything.
Thank you, ma'am.